Welcome to the annual Hamilton-Wenham Regional High School National Honor Society induction ceremony. Tonight, we celebrate with our best and brightest in their quest to meet the tenets of the NHS: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. These four pillars work in unison to help our students to find balance for their future and their never-ending goal to be lifelong learners. More importantly, we cannot forget the people who have supported these young men and women along the way. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters all share in the ups and downs of the journey, and through this process, their influence is stitched deeply into the fabric of the lives of our members. With that, I congratulate all the individuals who have stood by the side with our current and soon-to-be inducted members of the NHS. And of course, I congratulate the Hamilton-Wenham Regional High School National Honor Society members as well. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And with that, I'd like to introduce our chapter president, Caroline Dent.
Thank you, Mr. Tracy. And thank you to Mr. Menegoni, our guest speaker, Mr. Hickey, and Ms. Mahoney, our NHS advisor, for helping the officers and I make this induction possible. Because until a few weeks ago, we didn't know if there would be a virtual Honor Society induction. In fact, a few weeks ago, we still thought that we would be going back to life as we knew it. And so the inductee process was honestly farthest from our minds. The seniors were thinking about graduation, the juniors were thinking about college admissions, teachers were mastering online learning, and we were all spending those first few weeks in quarantine adapting to our new normal. No one saw a pandemic coming. But then again, no one was more prepared than our community. I mean, immediately student council members were creating surveys and pushing them out to the class. Teachers were connecting with students inside and outside of classroom hours. Classmates were reaching out to peers, keeping up to date with schoolwork. What makes Hamilton-Wenham Regional such a successful school is our tight-knit community and our built-in camaraderie, and that has become abundantly clear in our time away from school as we work harder at reaching out towards one another, at checking in with one another, and taking care of one another. And as an unforeseen silver lining in all of this, we've been able to pause and to notice with gratitude the grand impact that service has had on our community. Whether that's service like that of Accord, feeding those who can't feed themselves, or delivering groceries to those who can't leave their house, or tutoring a friend in algebra because she missed the Zoom call, or FaceTiming once a week with friends to keep each other sane. Service is one of the most powerful ways that we can take this time back. And so there's nothing more uplifting than this induction ceremony. The National Honor Society is an organization built on service. And there is nothing more inspiring than celebrating a group of such selfless, strong-willed, and spirited students like those who are being welcomed into the National Honor Society. These individuals have spent 3 years as leaders in the classroom, through thoughtful discussion, through tireless academic effort, and through kindness. Without a doubt, they're spending as much time right now ensuring their friends are successful in online learning as they are in their own schoolwork. I know from experience that these are the students who are dreaming of their futures, and they are rightfully so proud of their impressive grades and accolades. And they're probably pretty nervous about what next year has in store. But I also know for a fact that these are exactly the students who understand what more there is to gain and to offer in this life. Because these individuals have also spent their precious few hours outside of school volunteering their time in soup kitchens, on sports teams, with children, in churches, in a myriad of other circumstances. The people who earn a spot in the National Honor Society embody the same value of service and charity that is most needed in the world right now. I just want to thank these wonderful students for being the role models, for setting the example for our community in a time when helping others is exactly what we need to get through this crisis. Right now, there is so much uncertainty about school, about our friends, about our futures, about next month, about next year. But I cannot think of a more joyful and reassuring reminder of this community's resilience than this group of smart, selfless, and successful students. To you new members who are watching, you have always been impressive members of our school community, positive forces in our town, and you are exactly the type of leaders that we need right now. Thank you, and congratulations on your induction into the National Honor Society. Now, the National Honor Society is built on 4 pillars: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. These 4 characteristics are integral to our chapter's mission and success. And at this time, I invite our officers to introduce the 4 qualities.
Hello, my name is Addie Gordon, and I'm an officer of NHS. One of the pillars of NHS is character. Character is an integral part of each and every person. It is unique only to you. No one else can laugh, smile, or cry exactly as you do. No one else comes from a background like yours, nor views a difficult situation as you will. Your character is your truth, a little bit like a hermit crab. A hermit crab relies on a shell to cover and protect itself, but the real creature lies on the inside, just like your character. Real character is who you are when no one is watching, to paraphrase C.S. Lewis. Without your individual character, how could you hope to gain respect or responsibility? New members accepted to NHS have proven strong and independent character. Through trustworthiness, caring, citizenship, and fairness, and more, you will continue to learn and grow your character throughout life. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. And now I will light a candle for character.
Hello, my name is Erica Lohr, and I am an NHS officer. One of the pillars of NHS is scholarship. Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. While all of the inductees are involved in various activities within our community, they remain dedicated to their studies, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. However, scholarship means more than just memorizing facts and formulas. It indicates curiosity and passion. It is the ability to think critically and to challenge what we already know. Learning and knowledge allow us to interpret the past, understand the present, and work towards a brighter future. Scholarship leads to great success, but it can only be acquired through diligence and effort. We should continue to learn even when formal education ends, for human education continues throughout life. In the words of Abigail Adams, learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for with ardor and attended to with diligence. And now I will light the candle for scholarship.
Hi, my name is Roger Kelly, and I'm another one of the 4 officers. The third pillar of NHS is service, something that dominates our time spent in the club. In the routine of a day's work, many opportunities arise to selflessly help others, both in school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without compensation or recognition is the quality we seek in our members and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow and the enrichment of ourselves. In the words of Gandhi, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service for others. And now I will light the candle for service.
The final pillar is leadership. Leadership is a learned strength that all of our National Honor Society members practice, be it quiet leadership as a student sets the example for their peers in the classroom, or louder when someone must use their voice to address and direct a group. You can always spot a leader as they set their own best interests aside for the success of the group. The National Honor Society values leaders in their natural confidence, their inherent empathy, and their unfailing ability to stand up for others. And while a leader is only as strong as his or her team, in the National Honor Society, we learn from our leaders how to be the best team that we can be. Some advice in leadership from Martin Luther King Jr. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder for consensus. I will now light the candle for leadership.
Each year, current NHS National Honor Society members choose a speaker whom we feel represents well the values of NHS. This year, our speaker is a teacher to many journalism and AP literature classes, advisor to the General Consensus newspaper, beloved head of the English department, and a friendly, kind presence around the school community. It is my honor to present Mr. Robert Hickey.
Thank you, Addie. Members of the Hamilton-Wenham communities, school leaders, teachers and staff members, friends, family, and especially current and soon to be inducted members of the National Honor Society. I want to recognize the many ways our lives have changed over the past 8 weeks by COVID-19. Members of our communities have been affected by this pandemic in deep and personal ways. So first and foremost, I am sending my best to you and your families. Although we would have loved to gather together in the Farini Auditorium or the Miles River Multipurpose Room, we are still coming together as a united group to recognize what a remarkable combination of traits you have bestowed on us. Although a Zoom call may not be your first choice, please understand what each of these faces on the screen represents. What got you to this ceremony? Scholarship, leadership, service, and character. First, I want to highlight these interrelated qualities and to thank you for enriching Hamilton-Wenham Regional High School, a community that I have an even deeper affinity for now that I've been separated from it since March 13th, suddenly and without any chance to process what this would mean. I also hope to explore the idea that it's okay in unprecedented times like these for all of us to abide in the uncertainty that surrounds us. Even young leaders like you need to take the time to think and observe and find balance without any pressure to know exactly what to do next. What impresses me the most about your induction into the National Honor Society is your understanding that learning is especially meaningful when ideas take root in the real world. The more we learn with our mind open to how ideas might connect to our actual lives, the richer the academic experience. And it's also true that what we are experiencing in life often inspires us to want to learn more, to figure something out or seek a solution to a problem we are dealing with in real time. In our current reality, academic fields like science and medicine and journalism have never felt so relevant. You have also found unique ways to lead others, just as you have learned from mentors who have guided you along the way. Your dedication to a cause, an organization, a belief, or a group has led you deep into the understanding that service empowers individuals, including the volunteers themselves. But for as much as you have accomplished and we honor today, it is okay to be uncertain right now. Even though you value learning, leading others, and serving your community, it is okay not to know how to respond to world events playing out around us. One of Germany's most famous 20th century poets, Rainer Maria Rilke, once wrote to a young writer seeking advice, "Be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart and try to love the questions themselves. Do not seek the answers, live the questions now. Perhaps you will then gradually, without noticing it, live along some distant day into the answer." What Rilke asks his student and us to do at difficult times in life is incredibly hard. He asks us to be patient, accepting that some things cannot be solved or answered right away. He asks us to abide in the big questions we're wrestling with and to trust that we will one day live our way to the answers. That's a big ask, to accept some level of uncertainty, to accept that we cannot always figure everything out right away. So for now, My wish for all of you is to find quiet moments in the midst of this uncertainty and to seek out activities that sustain you and empower you. What has sustained me has been remarkably simple. Running along the Ipswich River, wearing a mask and maintaining my distance, but also nodding to strangers on the other side of the street as if we're both acknowledging we're in this together. Throwing a baseball with my sons in the late afternoon light just before dinner. Participating in a Zoom call with fellow volunteers I once worked with during a year after college, some of whom I hadn't seen in 20 years, and remembering our year-long commitment to service. In this slowed down existence, I continually come back to the importance of other people in my life and what kind of leader I want to be, especially as a teacher. My beliefs about being a member of a community and what it means to be a teacher are evolving in this uncertain time, slowly pushing me toward new insights and understandings. I'll end with a moment from a novel I used to teach called The Chosen, set in New York City during World War II. During an intense baseball game, a line drive shatters the main character's glasses and injures his eye. For several days, he doesn't know whether he will ever see again. The life he had known so well suddenly goes dark, and he hovers at the edge of blindness. He is forced to live through a temporary, unsettling way of experiencing the world, one full of uncertainty. In the long view of the story, however, his eyesight returns. What's more, he is forever changed by the experience. His whole perception of the world changes and his relationships deepen. As the bandages are removed, he realizes, somehow everything has changed. I had spent 5 days in a hospital and the world around seemed sharpened now and pulsing with life. It seemed impossible to me that the ball game had taken place only a week ago. So many things had happened and everything looked so different. We too are adjusting to a situation that feels so big and uncertain, but you will move through this uncertainty. The values you have nurtured, scholarship, leadership, service, and character, will be constants in your life, but they will always adapt to new situations and circumstances, guiding you almost imperceptibly toward the answers you are seeking. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hickey. That was a beautiful speech.
Hello, my name is Olivia Papp. The next student I will be inducting is one of my close friends. She inspires me constantly with her willingness to try new things, her adventurous spirit, and her creative spark that never seems to diminish. She made the courageous decision to study in Ecuador for her junior year, participating in community service, traveling to impoverished indigenous communities, and helping translate between English and Spanish for a team of U.S. optometrists. Over the summer, she worked with the Creative Action Institute and tackled projects that involved climate change and women's rights. Most recently, she has volunteered at the Wellspring House to teach English to immigrants. Her actions speak louder than words, highlighting how exceptionally driven, kind, and motivated this student is. It is my pleasure to welcome Alessandra Brizuela into the National Honor Society, and I wish her the best of luck at the University of San Diego next year.
Hello, my name is Miranda Boyd. Beyond being one of my best friends, the young woman I am introducing to you today is incredibly passionate about helping others. She enriches the lives of everyone around her, both inside and outside of school. She has added so much to the HWRHS community, being that she's a founder of both the Mindfulness Club and the Spanish Club. She has been a triple sport athlete since freshman year, and she has been one of the most valuable clarinet players in the band since elementary school. She is also an avid volunteer, offering over 300 hours of community service to Camp Rotary in Boxford as a counselor in training before earning an official counselor role. She lights up every room with her magnetic personality, and I'm so excited to move to the West Coast with her in the fall, where we will both attend Lewis and Clark College. It is my pleasure to induct Tess Contois into the National Honor Society. My name is Gemma Shea. The individual I'm introducing today is a good friend of mine whom I had the opportunity to experience a service trip to Peru with. Her kind and welcoming personality always shines through and has allowed her to be elected to our student government as well as the captain of both her soccer and indoor track teams. I admire this individual's ability to put others first, as she has spent numerous Saturday mornings volunteering at Blazing Bears and Kidshine, both organizations assisting individuals with disabilities. It is my pleasure to welcome Gabby Cooper to the National Honor Society.
Emily Johnson. This next inductee is one of the kindest and most sincere people I've ever met. She successfully adjusted to living in different countries and mastered vastly different educational systems. She transferred to Hamilton Wenham at the start of her junior year, after attending Waltham High School for the second half of grade 9 and all of grade 10. As a high school freshman, she spoke some English, but not fluently, because she had spoken Korean both at home and school for the previous 5 years. In spite of this language challenge, she earned excellent grades. In addition to her academic achievements, she has maintained a part-time job throughout high school, volunteers with her church, and is a member of its praise team. Her classmates at Hamilton Wenham have noticed her warm personality, selflessness, and humility. It is for those reasons that I'm so happy to welcome Sonia Gang into the National Honor Society.
Camille Martin. The next member I'm introducing today is one of the most positive and encouraging people I know. I've had the privilege of becoming friends with her over the years, both in school and through the YNS Shark swim team. Whether it be sports, leading Kings to the Beach a cappella, writing and performing her own music, or serving as a DECA officer, this student brings passion and dedication to everything she does. She's also a freshman mentor and a volunteer at Cape Ann Animal Aid in Gloucester. As she heads to California in the fall to attend Scripps College, I have no doubt that she will have a successful 4 years. It is my pleasure to induct my good friend Caroline Pratt into the National Honor Society.
Hello, my name is Megan Amaro. I've had the pleasure of knowing the student I am introducing today since middle school, and she's always impressed me with her intelligence, humor, and drive. She's extraordinarily involved as a member of Science Club, Mock Trial, the Robotics Club, and the HW tennis team. She has proved herself many times over to be exceptionally hardworking, as a lab assistant for the science department and in the hundreds of hours she spent working at 3 separate jobs. She's kind and passionate, which is evident in the praise she's won from those she mentors, including my little sister, in the Frosh Mentor program. It is my great honor to induct Louise Bassam into the National Honor Society.
Hello, my name is Sam Peterson. The student I'm introducing today has a huge commitment to both the school and community service, shown by the many hours shelving books for the public library and serving on the library's teen think tank. In addition, this student has helped the Accord Food Pantry and is a peer leader for the Food Project. At Hamilton, this student is a member of the school robotics team and founder of the Gender and Sexuality Alliance. It is my pleasure to welcome E.J. Everett to the National Honor Society.
Okay. Hello, my name is Emily Casivio. Today I'm introducing a student that is very dedicated to volunteering in the community. She has spent time at the Accord Food Pantry and has volunteered at the school's wellness fair, among other things. Most of her time spent volunteering, 25 hours worth, is at a blood drive, which highlights her passion for helping others. This student participates in every facet of Hamilton Wenham High School, whether that be in the student council, on the softball field, or as a part of Del Bells. She also makes her presence known outside of school in activities like Young Life. The student truly represents all of what the National Honor Society stands for. I'm proud to welcome Emma Stevenay to the National Honor Society.
Hello, my name is Connor Ryan. This student is a hard worker who throws himself into all he does. I have worked with him in various activities, including soccer, track, robotics, and math team. In addition, he's a proud and successful leader as the second best junior vice president in the last 2 years. Outside of school, he is an incredible asset to our community by volunteering at Beverly Hospital, Wenham Town Hall, the Senior Center, and on my very own Eagle Project. It is my honor to introduce the next NHS inductee, Ethan Howell.
Hi, my name is Abby Pasquarello. The student I'm introducing is very committed to sharing her talents with her community. She has done so by volunteering at Rover's soccer program, teaching kids how to play one of her favorite sports. Throughout high school, she's been a dedicated part of her school's basketball team and a rowing team. She's a hardworking student and encouraging teammate, always willing to help out those around her. Her positive attitude is inspiring to others and will help her grow far in the future. It is my pleasure to introduce Olivia Courier.
Hello, my name is Nora Sullivan Horner, and I have the pleasure of welcoming 2 juniors into the National Honor Society. The first student dives deep into her passions, not only because they bring her joy, but because they help her better her community. Her involvement in Metro Hacks, where she created an innovative medical prototype for the elderly, exemplifies her passionate and selfless spirit. She has a clear passion for STEM, as she is the vice president of the Environmental Club and a co-leader of the Coding Club and of Science Olympiad. But her impressive involvement with the community doesn't end there. She is also a member of Model UN Yearbook Junior League and was a student producer for the musical. So while her interests and activities are varied, there is one thing in common: her unwavering drive to learn, achieve, and to help others. Both in and out of the classroom, she is warm, funny, and always supportive. It is my pleasure to welcome Nidhi Pillai to the National Honor Society. I met the second student I'm introducing when I was mentoring her National History Day project. I was immediately impressed by her intense work ethic, curiosity, and open-mindedness. I enjoyed every second working with her and saw more and more of her kind-hearted spirit. She herself recognizes the value of paying it forward and has always helped others in her community as a Mandarin tutor for middle and high school students. But her desire to help others extends far beyond our high school community. She loves working with kids, and so she volunteered at a preschool program for children with special needs over the summer. There, her kind spirit flourished as she helped children with their homesickness, fears, and self-expression. As a Frosh mentor and counselor in training, her empathy and selflessness again led her far. It is my pleasure to welcome Emma Sullivan to the National Honor Society.
Hello, my name is Gwen Schatz. Integrity, originality, and compassion are 3 words that describe this student. In her nearly 5 years of volunteer work with the Ipswich Humane Group, she has cared for, played with, and showered love on many cats and dogs who are awaiting their forever homes. She has donated her time in other ways too, including the Accord Food Pantry, the high school STEM night, and the beach cleanup organized by the Cape Ann Surfers Union. In her 3 years at the high school, she was president of the Anime and Cosplay Club, consistently won districts and state awards with DECA, and received 2 bronze medals at the National Spanish exam. It is my pleasure to welcome HWRHS into the National Honor Society.
Hello, my name is Olivia Pat. Today I'll be introducing an outstanding student who is the captain of our soccer team, a member of the a cappella group Del Bells, and a leader at the high school. I've had the pleasure of playing lacrosse with her for the past 2 years. She is spirited, always has a smile on her face, and is one of the kindest people I have ever met. She is always willing to put the team before herself, and that shows through more than just sports. She competed in National History Day, attended nationals in DC, and placed 3rd in the nation. She has run a bake sale to raise awareness for North Korean refugees and has even organized the first ever Girls Spring Soccer League at Hamilton Wenham. I'm pleased to welcome Maddie Rossed to the National Honor Society. Congratulations.
My name is Thomas Kane, and today I am pleased to introduce a peer who excels as both a student and an athlete. He is a 2-sport captain and a leader off the field as well. He has dedicated his time to his younger peers in the community, working as a counselor at the Tea House camp since freshman year, and at the Red, White, and Blue Baseball Clinic, where he passed his athletic knowledge and skill to aspiring baseball players on the North Shore. I speak from experience when I say he is a great teammate, a great player, and a great person. It is my pleasure to welcome Carter Coffey to the National Honor Society.
Camille Martin. In addition to excelling academically, this next member has clearly demonstrated a strong devotion and passion for serving the community. She volunteers for various organizations, including the Food Project, where she is a board member, and My Brother's Table, where she has accumulated nearly 60 hours of service. This student has a great interest in providing support to those who need it most, which comes as no surprise considering her kind, cheerful disposition. She is also a three-sport athlete as varsity captain of the volleyball team and a member of the basketball and lacrosse teams. In addition to these impressive credentials, she also placed 7th in the nation in National History Day. It is my sincere pleasure to welcome Charlene Fibby to the National Honor Society.
Hi, my name is Grace Condon. I've had the honor of spending 3 amazing years on the field hockey team with this new member. She's a committed student athlete, and I admire her compassion towards others and her dedication to the team. Her positivity radiates on the field, and I am so grateful to call her my friend. Her dedication, compassion, positive energy, and ability to be a leader has led to her position as captain on the field hockey, basketball, and softball teams. In addition to her athletic achievements, she has spent 40 hours passionately volunteering at an elementary school, for Little League softball, at an assisted living home, and at the Acord Food Pantry. It is my pleasure to welcome Sarah Cook to National Honor Society.
Hi, I'm Ava Halstead, and today I will be inducting someone who is truly a special part of the Hamilton Wenham family. Through her dedication to the Allegro Dance Ensemble, I was able to meet this student and witness firsthand her dedication to giving back to her community. Apart from that, she's won 7th overall in the National Division of History Fair as a sophomore, and within school she's co-leader of the Science Club and the Coding Club, and she's also treasurer of Model UN. Her bubbly personality and her willingness to step up as a leader never cease to amaze me, and it is my honor to introduce my friend, Chloe Ting.
Hello, my name is Kate Riccio. Through our time playing lacrosse together last year and riding to school every day this year, I've really gotten to know this student. She is skilled on the lacrosse field, but more importantly is encouraging of other players and always making people laugh. She's also flexible in her position and consistently puts the team first. Even though she had played defense all last year, she was more than ready to switch to attack this year because it would benefit the team as a whole. I have no doubt that if our season had not been cut short, she would have been a strong offensive threat thanks to her incredible work ethic. Additionally, next fall this girl is going to be a varsity captain of the volleyball team, as elected by her teammates. But her leadership extends beyond extracurriculars. She's taken advantage of many service opportunities, like helping with Ed Fund Christmas tree sales and leading a volleyball clinic for middle schoolers. It is my pleasure to welcome Violet Landymore to the National Honor Society.
Hi, my name is Roger Kelly. The student I'm introducing today has a very strong presence at the regional. He's one of the kindest, smartest, and funniest kids I know. He's already proven himself as a leader, as a captain of the math team, a frosh mentor, a tutor, and president of his class. And somehow he also finds enough time to play as goalie for both the hockey and lacrosse team, a passion that he also carries into community service as an instructor for youth goalies at Agawam. It's my pleasure to induct Grant Landon into NHS.
Hello, my name is Erica Lohr. The member I am introducing today is a dedicated athlete, practicing 4 hours a day, 6 days a week for her gymnastics team. She's also an accomplished diver on the school swim and dive team. Not only is she athletically talented, but she is also kind. Every morning when I walk into school, I see her dedicating her time chatting and playing cards with special education students. Her willingness to help others is seen through her involvement as a frosh mentor and her position as president of the Interact Club. I am very excited to welcome Caroline Blatchford to the National Honor Society.
Hello, my name is Lily Johnson. This new member is a dedicated member of the community and always a friendly face around school. He keeps busy on the varsity baseball field, lifeguarding at the pool, and at ping pong tournaments. Whether volunteering at the Red, White, and Blue baseball clinic or frosh mentoring, he consistently shows the desire to help others reach success. With his selflessness, drive, and humor, anybody would be lucky to know him. It's my pleasure to welcome Tobin Clark Goldfeld into the National Honor Society.
Hi, my name is Addie Gordon. I would like to introduce a student who has greatly encompassed all qualities of NHS through her kind nature, devotion to others, and leadership within the school and greater community. I met the student last year and learned that she moved from Indiana at the beginning of her sophomore year. I was amazed to connect with her as I used to live in Indiana as well, but more so, I admired and was incredibly impressed with her ability to seamlessly join the high school community after moving cross country. She serves as leader of G4C and a tireless member of the yearbook and math teams. In addition, she has contributed over 40 hours of volunteer service, including a mission trip and a transformative experience at Night to Shine, a prom for teenagers with special needs. It is my great pleasure to welcome Ezrina So to National Honor Society.
Hello, my name is Sophia Zaidi. I have been lucky enough over the past couple years to be witness to this individual's strong work ethic and amazing sense of humor. Together, we've been on the math team, where I've witnessed her intelligence in full array. Additionally, she has dedicated countless hours to the food project, where she was a selected speaker. Her positive energy always makes her a wonderful person to work with, and I know she'll be a wonderful addition to the National Honor Society. It is my pleasure to welcome Paloma Lee to our organization.
Hello, my name is Sarah Travers. Not only has this person participated in lacrosse, indoor track, yearbook, and DECA, but she also is a class representative and a Sunday school assistant at First Church in Wenham. Not only has the student stepped up as a leader, but she also knows an amazing peer. I've seen her willingness to encourage scared underclassmen competing in their very first DECA event. She has proven herself as kind and selfless, not only in DECA, but also in her mission trip to Arizona, where she worked to improve a reservation. I've always known her to have a welcoming personality and an ability to talk with anyone, which is something I admire. It is my pleasure to welcome Lily Waterman to National Honor.
Hello, my name is Gemma Shea. This new member has invested herself to her community, volunteering over 60 hours at Beverly Hospital, where she has demonstrated honor and dedication. Additionally, to our school community, this individual has found time to play lacrosse, participate in STEM club, environmental club, and DECA. This student is driven to reach her goals, and I have no doubt she will accomplish great things. It is my pleasure to welcome Tessa Mastrocola to the National Honor Society.
This NHS inductee is a steadfast student, a dedicated service worker, a great singer, and a treasured friend. When she's not blowing away audiences in Dell Bells or chorus performances, you can find her serving her community through Night to Shine or Harvest Meals in Gloucester. While she's already got numerous sailing competitions and ski team awards under her belt, she's now even more well known for her regional, state, and national titles in History Fair or her founding role in the Manchester Essex Co-op ski team. This new member of NHS has been one of the most loyal and loving friends that a girl could ask for, and I am positive that she will bring the same spirit of camaraderie and enthusiasm to the organization next year. It's my honor to introduce Emma Rose Rosie Safford into the National Honor Society this year.
Hello, my name is Jordan Reeder. The member that I am inducting today displays the 4 core values of the National Honor Society: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. She is dedicated to serving her community and has volunteered as a teaching assistant for weekly ESL classes, where she helped immigrants learn basic English and conversational skills. For the past 3 years, she has volunteered for Voices Against Injustice, a local nonprofit that educates people about fighting social injustice. Her devotion to helping others has also made its way into the classroom, where she often steps up to be the group leader and makes sure everyone's voices are heard. For the past 2 years, she was a student leader for the art club and has encouraged her friends and classmates to look beyond their surroundings and venture out of their comfort zones. She's passionate about what she believes in and is determined to make a difference. It is my pleasure to welcome Maya O'Connor to the National Honor Society.
Hello, my name is Marissa Glenn. The student I have the pleasure of introducing today is a very strong leader on and off the court, and she cares very much about helping others in whatever activity she takes part in. Whether it be hockey, tennis, robotics club, or DECA, this student constantly vocalizes her opinions and tries to make others feel welcome. These qualities follow her outside of our school community as she has volunteered at the Weekapaug Theatre Camp for 20 hours as both a counselor in training and a head counselor. It is my pleasure to welcome Mackenzie Wallace to the National Honor Society.
My name is Sarah Travers. This person is working hard behind the scenes, participating, leading, or organizing a club or an event. He runs the DECA store, including recruiting and leading underclassmen to work there. He also is a founding member of the General's Robotics team. Not only does he lead our school clubs, but he also volunteers at the Hamilton Wenham Public Library, where he works closely with the children's librarian. He's a talented trumpet player who plays taps at ceremonies and Memorial Day parades. He has worked over 400 hours at Myopia as a caddy. He has proven to those around him that he's dedicated to working and helping others. To me, he's essential to the community since he goes out of his way to lead, encourage, and participate in any event. It is my pleasure to welcome Owen Leonard to National Honor.
Now, as a traditional part of the induction ceremony, I would like to now remind all new members of the National Honor Society oath. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to all the principles for which it stands. And I will always maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. To close out the ceremony, I would now like to introduce our Associate Principal, Mr. Brian Menegoni.
New inductees, congratulations on your entry to the National Honor Society. Your hard work and willingness to give of your time to others is remarkable, and that is why you are recognized amongst your peers today. I am incredibly proud of all that you have done. At the same time, we all should acknowledge that your accomplishments came about in part because of the love, care, and support of others. So please remember to thank the people, parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, siblings, friends, teachers, coaches, and others who have guided and provided you with the opportunity to succeed as a student and as a member of the Hamilton Wenham community. I encourage you to see this ceremony not as an endpoint, but rather as a beginning. Now more than ever, we need you. These uncertain times call for us to step forward as knowledgeable leaders who have the character and courage to act in service for others. I have the utmost confidence that you will embrace this important opportunity. Thank you, families, friends, colleagues, and community members for being a part of our ceremony. Have a great evening.